Okay, so I will be cash stuffing $542, and we are just going to dive right in. I have an insane amount of binders next to me, and I'm nervous they are going to fall. So, so $542. How are you guys doing? Let me know. These cash slips are available on my Etsy. They are downloadable, printable. I even have a budgeting sheet that's bundled with them too, or you can just buy these separate. But 542, I'll kind of explain how this budget is working out, but let's count first. So 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 450, 470, 490, 500, 510, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. So $542. There was actually 190 of it that I stuffed into my wallet already. I was away down in Limerick, Pennsylvania. I was dog sitting for my sister. They went on a road trip to various states and cities and whatnot. So I house sat and watched her puppies. Well, not puppies. The one is rather old, but yeah. So I wanted cash for my wallet for like groceries and things of that nature. So I already did that off camera, but I will bring it over here. So the usual 140 went into grocery. I budgeted 10 to coffee, and then I did 40 to my Allison, but I just put it into dining out. So let me get the coins out. This is rather heavy, so that's the coins that I have. So the wallet is good to go, but this is a cash stuffing of my bi-weekly paycheck. This is the second paycheck of September. So this is the last one of September. I'm excited for October because that's a free paycheck month for me. Because I'm paid bi-weekly, I get 2 of those a year. And my last one, I think, was May. So it's been a while. Perfect timing. Okay, so I will be looking off to the side at my budget sheet. But I pre-planned everything. So I leave money in my checking account for monthly bills and whatever falls in that pay cycle. And then the rest of the money I cash stuff into my wallet or various sinking funds, which I'm about to show you. So let's start with this binder here. So we are going to skip back to household and put 30 into that. Oh, okay, yeah, it doesn't have anything, so 30 is going into that. Okay, then I think Kitty's is, I think I have things all over the place, so hopefully I don't mess anything up, but Sam's Club is getting $20, so it now has 42. Okay, so the next 2 weeks, since I had a lot going on, I budgeted $100 into fun. I've already spent money, so I have to pay myself back for some things, but I did get a pedicure. I saw my best friend while I was down in my hometown area, so it's getting 100. So that ended up being 65 total with tip and everything. So I have to pay myself back for that, but it has 115 for now. I've been doing unstuffings off camera lately. So if you want to see a cash unstuffing from time to time, let me know. But I don't know. I just stopped doing those. Sometimes it's nice to just do things for yourself, if that makes sense. I don't know. But let's see what else. Then I think pretty much the only other thing is medical. I put 50 into medical. I should really stop neglecting that category. I got an FSA for 2025 and I used all of that money up. I don't even remember. Oh, I got back in March, like blood work and things of that nature. So now, and it was my first time ever doing an FSA, and I realized, no, girl, you need more than 500. So I blew through that quickly. So next year I'll probably do more. So now I have to use cash for anything else in this year that I need. Let me just double check. Yeah, I think that's everything. This one's going to be a very quick cash stuffing because it's a lot of like large amounts going into areas. Let's do this one next. It makes sense. It is right here. So these are kind of like the long-term savings categories. I just have it in here for now. I need to do like a revamp of my envelopes and move things around. But for now, it is in here. But wedding. So wedding is going to get $150. What year is this 50? It almost seemed old, but I don't think it's that old. Oh wow, 1996. Cool. So it's getting 150. And wedding now has 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, 550, 600. Wow, it's so crazy. I can't believe it has 600. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. So maybe in a few months I'll start wedding dress shopping, like to have cash to do that or something. I want to lose weight though too. Joe and I were just like on the phone because he's working right now. That's a whole thing. I've struggled with my weight my whole life. I had an eating disorder. I've had one throughout my whole life. We were even talking about it too, even like back in 2012 while we were together. I was struggling with it then, but I was telling him like, I need to do something. Like my weight's getting out of control. I want to lose weight. I'm not happy where I'm at. So give me a thumbs up if you can relate to that. Okay, so now let's do this one. Okay, so this is now while I don't do my bills on camera for cash stuffing, what I do are my biannuals, such as car insurance or my annual subscriptions. So I have this binder for that. So I'm going to my biannual and into car insurance. This envelope is starting to go. It gets a lot of use. And there's a lot of cash in it right now too, but it is getting 60 added to it. So let's see how much we have. I should do a cash on stuffing, and that's the thing. I need to do that. This is a really old envelope that I've had for a long time. So I have 100, 200, 300, 350, 400, 410, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So $434 in car insurance. And I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, I do have something else in here. Google storage. So let's see. Google storage. 15 is going into that. It ends up being like 22 a year for the one that I have. So now it has 10, 15, 20, 21, 22. I think this one is due in October. So that one will be good. I might approach this in a snowball effect sort of way. Or like focus on one and move to the next. Maybe like as it comes in the year. I don't know. I have time to figure it out. I just got home yesterday. Guys, I was so tired. Those dogs, like her one dog is maybe about 2 years old. When I house sat for her last time, he was about, I honestly don't know. It's pure guessing of his age, but he's still very much a puppy when I was there last time. It is like night and day. While he's still very high strung and a crackhead, as I like to say, and she calls him. He is way calmer, but he's still very antsy with sleeping. So it's a 2-hour drive. I got home last night. I put my stuff away, like everything that I packed, ate dinner, got a shower, and then I laid down and I was trying to watch MSO Budgets, and I was about 5 minutes in and I passed out. I passed out. I was so tired because you have to get up earlier with them, and then the dog is stir crazy. So yeah, I passed out and I fell asleep at 12:10, which sounds late, but for me that is early. So crazy. Can't believe I fell asleep that early. So I'm going to go back into vacation, and this is going to get $100. Joe and I in October are going to go to Miami, and no, we did not book it yet. So I have 100, 200, 300, 400. Normally I would say this is in high yield, but technically back when Joe fell on some hard times, he borrowed this cash along with other cash. So this money technically isn't in my high yield, but he is going to be paying me back. So in my high yield, I have 400, and then I have 100, 150, 200, 210, 220 in cash. So what did I say that was? 4, 5, so 620 is really like what I have towards this category, assuming I had all of the money, if that makes sense. And the last bit of it is going to go into my 100 envelope savings challenge. And I'm going to just color this in for now. I might store this in my my emergency envelope. Actually, I should see if that fits. That way I can track it so I don't have to pull this binder out every time. But I had $17. I was like, you know what? Let's put it in there because this is not getting enough love. I'll try that at the end. I'll see if it fits. But I don't want to ruin those envelopes from Lily. Okay. So let's, oh, I have it this direction. That's good. That makes a lot more sense. So we're going to look for the 17, which is right here. So 10, 15, 16, 17. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Oh, I thought it was going to be on the top, but it's under here. Okay. So 17. This one's nice because you don't have to fold the money, but I would imagine it can slip out a lot easier. So we'll just be careful. Ew. This one is so raggedy. Okay. So that completes the cash stuffing. But like I said, we will see if that fits in here. Oh, it should. Okay, I just want to make sure it's dry. Let's see how well it fits. I don't know if it's too tall for it. It fits pretty decently. But that way, in future, I can just kind of look at the tracker to see. Because sometimes when I'm budgeting, I'll look through my envelopes. Oh, look, Remy says hi. So that's a good cue to say goodbye. But thank you so much if you've made it to this point. Please remember that at 1,000 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway. So please go ahead and subscribe. There's no catches or hidden fees. It's absolutely free. But if you are interested in checking me out on this budgeting journey, I got out of debt in July with this system, and I highly recommend it. Budgeting was the missing tool in my toolkit for getting out of debt. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.